Hey guys, it's Mute, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I realize this kind of video isn't really, my forte, since it's kind of more drama-centered and all that, but I do believe this issue, this situation has an impact on the whole of the art community, whether it be directly or indirectly, and so I feel like I should, maybe throw my 2 cents in, because yeah, this just isn't okay. Yeah, so these are my thoughts, my feelings on the whole situation. I'm not really scripting this, so yeah, you can just hear me truthfully and get my genuine opinions on it. So if you've been on Twitter or social media at all the past day, you would know that there is this artist. I really don't even want to name him or give out his tag. What he did or what he allowed happened is just really disgusting. But yeah, so you either know him or you don't. On social media, there's these clips going around of him and I guess his girlfriend? Question mark? I'm guessing. I've only followed him for like not that long and I don't really even watch his streams. Actually, I'm unfollowed at this point, but that's irrelevant. But I've only seen her like once or twice whenever I watched his videos, but they're basically commenting on like another artist's work or their profile on Twitch. This is all like on Twitch. He's doing this as he's streaming. Also, I don't really know how they found out about the other artist. Yeah, the clips I have for context, they just pretty much show them like attacking this other artist. It starts out, I guess, the girl commenting on the artist, like I guess they're making jokes about her art and stuff. It's mainly all the girl, but I'll explain why the guy isn't as much trouble because of this later on. But it starts out with the girlfriend mainly making comments about the art.
She's got a lot of followers.
Partnered on it.
No, I think she's been partnered.
Not for job.
For art, I think.
But for artistry.
Well,
No, like it literally looks like MS Paint flat like one tool. No, it's not Green Tea Neko.
it's just Neko.
I'm sure Green Tea Neko is even somewhat. Yeah, I said her art is trash. Like it's not art.
Han
Kuno's roommate was scared of me yesterday because I was talking about her.
No, like Hana's too savage.
It's bad. No, like it just makes me upset that like some trash, I don't even want to call her an artist, some piece of trash who like learned how to use digital like MS Paint can have more followers and attention and love than mine. Like Kuno, just because she has a vagina instead of like a dick.
So I'm using the full clips that I found on Twitch to make sure that I'm not like taking anything out of context like as much as I can. But anywho, so yeah, so at this point, she's obviously like degrading this other artist, and she makes the point that she's only popular because she is a woman, which on Twitch, I can definitely see there's obviously a bias towards women creators, like not held very accountable compared to the male creators on the platform or the male streamers. Like, so even if they do the same things, the female streamer will probably be let off more easily. So I can definitely see where they're coming from with this type of argument, since on most social media platforms in general, there is a bias towards women creators, but that still doesn't justify their actions for going after her and practically degrading her. Not really a good look. But anyway, so it doesn't just stop there. It then continues on to this.
So bad. It's so bad. None of it is good. None of it is good. My sister could draw better than this when she was 5 years old. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Look at those eyes. What is that? What is that?
But she's oh God, have mercy. But okay, hold up. She's powerful though, because look how broken she is.
Why do people care about her? Maybe she's autistic.
Look at this. Look who she's followed by. She's broken.
Maybe people feel really bad for her. Maybe something's wrong with her.
Like,
So if you couldn't see what was going on in the clip, if you're listening to this instead of watching, they're both obviously going through her Twitter and commenting on her art and still degrading it. And then at one point, his girlfriend makes the comment, why do people follow her? Maybe she's autistic or something. And me, myself, I generally don't really get offended when people make autistic jokes. I used to, but then I got thicker skin. And now it's kind of like the norm nowadays for people to make autistic jokes. So whenever people get offended by autistic jokes, I'm usually just like, ugh, whatever. But when I was watching this, like, it was kind of, like, the more I watched it, it was kind of clear that they weren't really joking. Like, this would totally be different if it had a joking context, but for me, this went on, like, too long to be a joke. Like, at some point, after she said that, I was like, oh, they're serious. Like, they're actually degrading another artist just because she has a bigger following. And they're upset that she's followed by well-known people too, which I don't understand. Like, I'll comment more on this later on. But, so, like, even though it is the girl who is making most of these comments, I feel like the guy, he's equally, if not more, in the wrong because he let it continue. He didn't do anything to stop the situation. No part of him thought to himself, hey, maybe this is wrong. Like, it's apparent, like this, they let this continue for like far too long. Apparently, I wish I could have watched this part of the stream and just like watch his live reaction to this, but apparently people are clipping this, of course. I mean, it's the internet, like you do something and you're not gonna be able to live it down. Jesus Christ on the cross, I wish these jets would stop flying over my house so I can get a concise point out. Oh, right, okay, so apparently he got caught, and then people clipped his video of where they were both degrading the artist, and they uploaded it to Twitter, I guess. I don't know if they uploaded it first, or they clipped it first, but basically, it got out. He noticed it was on Twitter. Yeah, he says this little gem.
Great, people are adding Twitch support for this. I'll probably have to make an apology.
So now that he's, you know, in trouble, he goes and says, well, I'll probably have to make an apology. Probably. Like, and this part, like, really got me. That just lets you know, the only reason why the idea came to him to make an apology is just to save his ass. Like, really? It's not because he feels bad or that he feels he was in the wrong. It's because he just wants to save his following, let's be real. Like, he and his girlfriend, they were showing their true colors. None of them felt bad for what they were doing. He let it continue. She just openly degraded her, and then they got caught. Now they have to face the consequences, and now they're trying to save their behinds. So these clips might be out of order a little bit, but nonetheless, they still show like what kind of character he is. But I also managed to find this little clip of him. I think this is still like when he just found out that he was caught, you know. But yeah, he tries to justify their behavior by saying this.
You see, the thing is, I personally, off the record, not on stream, I've never said this on stream, but I 100% agree with Hana, but I just don't verbalize it like she does. Maddie, you're actually, and Pigsney, you guys are in the wrong, you're in the wrong
Industry.
business. You guys need to stop trying.
So basically, this isn't like his official apology, but he manages to come up with like this not even apology. Let's be real, this apology didn't even stand at all. He shouldn't have said it, because this is actual just BS. So he tries to justify their actions, or his actions, I guess, by saying, oh, I'm not like this in real life. Sure, my girlfriend's more verbal than I am, but I would never say this. Which, to that I claim just absolute BS, because on Twitch or like any streaming platform, you're showing your true colors. Like, people follow you because they like what you bring to the table, whether it be personality or your craft or your gameplay, whatever it is. In your streams, whether you realize it or not, you are showing some aspect of yourself, some true aspect of yourself. And this live stream really showed his true colors. Sure, he wouldn't say that to someone in real life or whatever, but he is literally broadcasting himself. You know, he's broadcasting himself. He's showing the internet what he truly thinks. So it's not in a physical sense. Sure, he didn't straight up go to someone and insult them, but he pretty much did the equivalent, the online equivalent. So in that essence, he is still showing his true personality. So I don't think that apology holds up at all, if you can even call it that. But yeah, he recently tweeted out that he was gonna make an apology, but of course a lot of people didn't buy it, and a lot of people called him out on it. So yeah, that was absolutely beautiful, because it's people getting what they deserve. But anywho, so I guess the thing I wanted to say about the art community. So the whole point of this video, I realized that in general, for some whatever reason, other artists will hold a grudge against people who do better than them or who are more successful. Because literally, if you can hear what they're saying, the only reason why they did this is because she has a bigger following or something, and so I'm guessing they felt insecure and they decided to just degrade their art because that's really all they could do. And I don't know, I actually see this kind of stuff happen a lot in the art community. Like, people will go out of their way to make others feel bad. They'll put others down just so they can feel better because they're not as successful or whatever. And I really hate this type of mentality. Like, I don't really see the point in having such a mentality, because as an art community, all of us are working towards the same or similar goals. I don't see the point in trying to put someone down who's very successful in the community, because they're helping give our community a face, a name. And if we don't have those people, then we don't really have anything. And also, you don't need to put them down, because in the long run, that's not going to help them. Like, if you constantly put down an artist, if you never tell them, you know, that they have potential, or, you know, that their work is good, like, for sure there's a difference between criticism and then just, like, straight up hating. And in this case, obviously, they were hating. It'd be totally different if they were giving criticism, but this is not how you should react to an artist's work, because then it demotivates them, discourages them, and then they won't want to become better artists. And, you know, as an artist, the only reason I've been able to grow is because I've had people throughout my journey, my, you know, artist journey. That was basically how I've been able to grow ever since. So, I don't know, especially if I were in her shoes and if I saw a bigger artist talking down about my art, honestly, who knows, I might just want to quit then, because, like, in the past, that for sure would have hurt my ego. Now, whenever, you know, I've got a bit of thicker skin, I'd like to imagine, so if I were in her shoes, this probably wouldn't bother me as much now, but for sure, back then, when I was still learning, this would have just crushed my self-esteem. I wouldn't have known what to do. But yeah, overall on social media, more people are, you know, on the side of the victim. She was pretty much the victim in this case. More people on her side, understandably and, you know, reasonably so, than on the guy's side. And yeah, honestly, that made me so happy to see, because artists should not be treated like enemies. Your fellow artists should not be your enemies. If anything, you should support them, no matter how big or small. I think some artists, they see other artists who are more popular than them as competition, and they see them as like a threat to their business or whatever. But even then, I don't think that's a good justification for trying to bring down a fellow artist, because the more artists that thrive in the community, the more that our community thrives. You know what I mean? There's no good reason to put down another artist. No matter if they're more popular than you or whatever. There's just no way of justifying it. Yeah, I'm just glad he finally gets the treatment he deserves for being such an asshole. So yeah, that was this video. Thanks for listening to me ramble on and on about people being stupid on the internet. So yeah, as always, if you liked the video, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe if you'd like. I'd like to hear your opinions on the matter. Was he in the wrong? Was he not? You know, what do you guys think? I'd like to know. And as always, I hope your day is as lovely as you are. Bye-bye.